Well, don't waste the rest of your day. You still have time to get today's Delmarva Life Daily Deal. Today's deal, buy one, get one free custom wood prints from Plaque That.
Don't forget you can get the Daily Deal on delmarvalife.com or download the free Delmarva Life Daily Deal app for your iPhone, iPad, or Android. As always, you can get our great deals right in the palm of your hand.
We'd like to extend our congratulations to Brenda Jackson of Marion Station, now a finalist in the Pillsbury Bake Off contest.
Yeah, you may remember Brenda was on our show last month hoping to gain enough votes to become a finalist. She made her saucy shrimp and broccoli pizza, and it was good. Brenda heads to Las Vegas later this year to compete for the grand prize of $1 million. I
like that hat, too. We're wishing her all the best.
And she's not the only one competing in the kitchen.
Next month, amateur bakers from across the nation are going to compete for a grand prize of $250,000 plus a contract to publish their own cookbook.
Yeah, it's called the American Baking Competition, and a very famous face is hosting it.
On your marks, get set, bake.
The American Baking Competition brings 10 extraordinary bakers from across the U.S. showcasing their baking skills and culinary secrets.
The goal of this show is to find America's best home baker.
Bakers, 10 minutes. Time to get her done.
Hosted by comedian Jeff Foxworthy, the competition series is based on the format of the hit British show, The Great British Bake Off.
We're now making the 4th season in the UK, and the ratings have just soared and gone through the roof. Country's fallen in love with it.
I went and watched one episode of the UK version, and as soon as it was over, I said, I want to do this show. The cool thing about it to me is it's amateur, so it's not people that do this for a living, it's people that do this because they love doing it.
What I love most about baking is that you can be really expressive.
I love to make pies. Anything that brings joy to my kids. My most favorite thing in the world is making their birthday cakes.
I just love baking, and it's one of the things I realized kind of early on that I was really good at.
I think baking for me means bringing families together.
They'll take on a series of baking challenges, testing their baking know-how.
You bake to impress the girls. You got marshmallow in your beard.
Well, so each week is themed. So the first week we'll see pies, the second week we see cookies, the third week we see cakes. Within each show, they do a signature bake, which is a recipe that they bring from home, and they do a showstopper, which is where they really go out of the box to do something amazing. But then they're also given a technical bake. They have no idea what that's going to be, and that is set by one of the judges. The ingredients are all covered up, and then the judges will judge that bake without knowing whose is who.
All scrutinized by the show's 2 judges, master baker Paul Hollywood from the original British show.
I'm not brutal for brutal's sake.
He's the George Clooney of bacon. He is just a god.
I won't be deterred by sob stories about this, that, and the other. It's purely down to what's on the plate.
And Food Network host Marcella Valladolid.
It's not about the drama, it's about the bake. I am here to kind of look for the stuff that's outside of the box. I'm looking for cool flavor combinations. I'm looking for creative ideas.
Each week, it will be delectable delights that come out of the oven, along with the stories that go with it.
My favorite thing to cook are yeast rolls. My mother taught me to make them when I was very, very young.
But trying to impress these pros could be a recipe for disaster.
I expect to be wowed. I expect to be impressed.
Chocolate genoise ruffle cake.
I love something called a pumpkin log that my mom always made during the holidays.
For me and Paul to walk up and say, this doesn't work, and it's been in the family for 40 years, like that puts us in a tough spot, you know? Like your grandma was wrong.
It is about watching people do something that they are passionate about, something that they are very good at, something that they excel in. And yet they're not doing it in a nasty, mean, gotta get over the other guy way. They're doing it because they love to bake.
Jeff Foxworthy and the George Clooney of bacon. Looks like it's going to be a hit.
So the series premiere for the American Baking Competition is going to take place May 29th. You'll catch it right here on WBOC.
I'm looking forward to that.
That's going to be great. Thank you for watching Delmarva Life. Be sure to join us tomorrow. 1 in every 12 adults suffers from alcohol abuse or dependency. When it comes to drinking, do you know fact from fiction? We're going to tackle some of the myths.
Research shows 1 in every 800 American babies is born with Down syndrome. One woman's idea to give these children help so they don't feel so alone.
We've heard a lot about added caffeine in drinks. Now it's showing up in our chewing gum. But is it really safe? We're going to get the answer.
And the dog whisperer Cesar Millan talks with us about pet pests. now that spring is here and how to keep those fleas and ticks off of our furry friends.
Don't forget, if you missed any of today's information, just visit DelmarvaLife.com. Delmarva Life, life at its best, right here on Delmarva.